Welcome to SQL Interview Questions and Answers Practice, Part 1. In this session, we'll go through some commonly asked SQL interview questions, along with clear explanations and query examples. This video is ideal for beginners, students, and professionals preparing for SQL job interviews. Here are the questions we'll cover in this video. Question 1. Identify the error in this query and rewrite it correctly. At first glance, this looks fine. But the problem is with the subquery. The subquery select ID from employee details can return more than one ID. When that happens, SQL doesn't know how to compare a single value using the equals sign equals with multiple values returned by the subquery. The employee table stores employee ID, name, and salary. The employee details table stores ID, name, and phone number. Notice that table employee has 5 rows and employee details has 3 rows. Now, if you run this query, as you can see on the demo screen, it will throw an error because the subquery, select ID from employee details, returns 3 rows. The corrected query is select star from employee, where ID, in, select ID from employee details. This corrected query works because of the in operator. The in operator allows us to compare one value from the employee table with multiple values from the employee details table. This way, the query works correctly even when the subquery returns more than one row. Question 2. Write a query to get employee details where names do not start with the letter B. The correct query is select star from employee, where employee name not like B%. Let's see how it works. The like operator is used to match patterns in text. The % symbol is a wildcard, which means any number of characters. R% means any name that starts with R, followed by anything else. By adding not before like, we are telling SQL to return rows where the name does not match this pattern. So in simple words, this query finds all employees whose names do not begin with the letter B. In result, you can see that only the employees whose names do not start with the letter B are shown. Question 3. What is the difference between the having clause and the where clause? The where clause is used to filter individual rows from a table before any grouping happens. The having clause is used to filter the results of groups after an aggregation, like sum, count, or average. Let's look at an example. Suppose we have an employee table with columns like department and salary. If we write select star from employee, where salary greater than 50,000. This filters individual employees whose salary is greater than 50,000 row by row. Now, if we want to check departments where the average salary is greater than 50,000, we need grouping. Select department, average, salary, as average salary. From employee, group by department. Having average, salary, greater than 50,000. Here, the having clause filters entire groups, departments, based on the condition applied to the aggregated value. If you'd like a deeper explanation with more query examples, check out my separate tutorial video on the where and having clauses. The link is in the description. Question 4. Write a query to fetch employee details where the salary is less than 80,000. The SQL query is select star from employee, where salary less than 80,000. This query checks each employee's salary, and only those earning less than 80,000 will be returned in the result. For example, if an employee has a salary of 50,000, they will appear in the output. But if someone earns 90,000, they will not be included. Question 5. What are the different types of SQL joins? In SQL, joins can be thought of in 2 categories: physical joins and logical joins. Physical joins are how the database engine actually processes the join internally. These are more advanced, but it's good to know they exist. Logical joins are what we usually write in SQL queries. These describe the type of result we want from 2 or more tables. The most common physical joins are nested loop join, merge join, and hash join. The most common logical joins are inner join, returns only the matching rows from both tables. Left join, returns all rows from the left table and matching rows from the right. Right join returns all rows from the right table and matching rows from the left. Full outer join returns all rows when there is a match in either table. For interviews, knowing the logical joins is a must, because you'll often be asked to write queries using them. But if you can also mention that SQL engines use physical joins under the hood, it shows extra depth of knowledge, and that can leave a strong impression. We've now reached the conclusion of today's session on SQL interview questions and answers, Part 1. We practiced common interview topics like query errors, filtering, where versus having, salary conditions, and joins. For deeper explanations and step-by-step learning, check out my SQL tutorial videos. The links are in the description. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more SQL learning.